Stadium. Now let's take a look at how John Farrell will line him up offensively. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, you don't want to make a mistake with Jose Bautista because he will absolutely punish you. A journeyman for a lot of his career, he's established himself now as one of the top power guys in the game.
And in the batter's box, it's Laurie. He's leading off the game. And we get set for baseball.
Number 13, Brett Laurie.
Called strike. Sabathia's got him 0-1.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
Ball. Good patience right there. Brett Laurie lets it go by. That's a ball. Evens the count. Lifetime record 1 for 5 off CC Sabathia. On the way. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And Granderson gets to it. Here's a look at how the Yankees will match up defensively. And John, how about individual factors out there?
Well, you need great legs to run down balls in the outfield, and Curtis Granderson is one of the best at him that does it. He positions himself well. He has pretty good instincts, and even when he does make a mistake as far as judgment goes, he has the speed to outrun the mistake.
It's Rasmus at the plate.
Like most years, the Yankees entered 2011 as an odds-on favorite to win the pennant. They played like it during the regular season, racking up the best record in the American League.
And the 0-1 by Sabathia. Strike two, and Kobe Rasmus now has got himself down in the count. And that great season the Yankees had made the postseason disappointment even more so. You got Cano, Teixeira, Granderson, and 3 of the top 4 RBI men in the AL.
Yeah, they fell short in the first round of the playoffs. Despite outscoring Detroit 28-17 in the series, the Tigers clawed out some very close games and won the series in 5. It was a hard loss for the Yanks to swallow.
And Edwin Encarnacion standing in. He has hit .240 lifetime against CC Sabathia. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind. 2-0. Here's the 2-0. This one's over at the knee level. 2-1.
Well, he's real aggressive on a 2-1 count, Gary, so I'm figuring I'm going to use that aggressiveness against him and see if I can't get him to chase my pitch.
This one's grounded foul wide of first. Here's the delivery. Slider called strike. We've got Ricky Romero out on the mound. He's starting for Toronto. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Yankees lineup?
Well, I'm a big fan of Ricky Romero, the way that he goes about it. He uses all of his stuff, but he does it aggressively. He throws every pitch for a strike and attacks the zone.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Jeter puts this one down, and Escobar picks it up. That retires Jeter. Now we'll take a look at the lineup for the Yankees. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, he's not the same Russell Martin as he was a few years ago when he was a perennial all-star, but he still can be a factor at the plate. And for a catcher, Russell Martin has good speed. He can even beat out an infield single and steal a base for you.
Got a chance to check out the Blue Jays defensively around the horn. John, scouting anyone here?
Well, when you have a monster bat like Jose Bautista, you look for so many ways to get him out on the field. And it makes the manager's job a lot easier when your best offensive player is willing to play different positions. It adds a lot of flexibility to the team. It also tells your guys that if they ask a lesser player to move position, he can't complain when your best player does it.
Romero sends the 0-1 pitch. And Ichiro looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
Well, like every team, you like to figure out where you are when you match up against the Yankees. And in 2011, well, the Yankees had the upper hand, taking 11 of the 18 games these two played.
And there it is. That's our first hit of the ballgame. Steve was talking about against the Yankees. Toronto wasn't alone, of course, in faring poorly. Only the Red Sox and Tigers had winning records, John, against New York.
And it's just another example of how difficult life can be in the AL East, having to go up against the Yankees 18 times.
And here's Robinson Cano.
Well, a shortened postseason for the Yankees, not what they expected, but Robinson Cano did his part, including a massive 6 RBI outburst in one of the games against the Tigers.
Cano's going to foul it away. And we were telling you about that game Cano had. Game 1 had to be suspended midway. Had a pair of doubles, 3-run blast doing the damage.
And he added another home run later in the series, and by all accounts, he did his part for this team in the postseason. You just have to call it like it is. Detroit was just a better team.
And with a runner on, Mark Teixeira batting. Hitting just .217 lifetime off Ricky Romero.
And Gary, the pitcher knows those numbers, and if he has any confidence in his stuff right now, he's going to go right after him.
He deals. Teixeira, ground ball. And Escobar picks it up. Throws on to first. Side is recount tonight, and no better place to be than here at Yankee Stadium. Jose Bautista will lead it off. Caught, strike. Sabathia's got him 0-1. Fouled off. Here it comes. Bautista, there's another foul ball.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Strike 3, swung on by Jose Bautista. No luck on that pitch.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
And it's Yunel Escobar now.
Toronto was 3 games under 500 away from the Rogers Center in 2011, but they actually outscored their opponents on the road. One of only a handful of non-playoff teams to pull that off.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0. We were talking about the Jays road performance. Interesting, they allowed 75 fewer runs on the road than at home. A swing line to left center. And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. And that will bring Adam Lynn to the plate.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along. Adam Lynn turning things around for himself and getting it done at the plate in 2011. Great stat line for him.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Those stats for Lynn, home run wise, up, average 250. Point was, I think, throughout the year, he just looked more comfortable at the plate.
Well, he certainly was more comfortable, and he knew that he was a better hitter than what he showed in 2010. Getting back to the form that we had seen in the past, he's heading into the prime of his career right now. I think he's going to hit for average and for power.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, and he'll try to make the play. There's 1, and there's 2, a double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Nothing doing for either side offensively here in New York. And it's Curtis Granderson now to lead it off.
Number 14.
He's 4 for 19 lifetime off Romero.
And sometimes the pitchers just have the hitter's numbers, and that's the case between these 2.
Ugly pitch. Catcher able to somehow scoop that out. The pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. And here's a fastball for a called strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on. That ball is hit hard by Granderson. You're not going to see that one again. Home run. The Yankees are on the board. And they get the first run of the ball game. That solo shot, that is a big fly ball.
What they need to do.
Number 33, Nick Swisher.
First pitch, fastball, 0-1. This is a really momentum feel home run. You get it at this point of the ball game. You add some juice to the whole offense.
Well, this could be a decisive moment in the game, and these hits early on could ultimately impact the result at the end of the game.
Romero with the delivery. Strike 2. 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
And Alex Rodriguez is up the plate and is 1 down.
Well, for so long, A-Rod was one of the premier power hitters in the game. Still will take a pitcher deep if you give him the chance, but it isn't the same as when he was hitting 40 or 50 out each year.
That's a strike for an 0-2 count. Rodriguez has got to protect. A lot of discussion as to whether A-Rod would reach the all-time home run total. You just knew he could not keep those yearly numbers up, John, and they've come down a little bit.
Yeah, 9 seasons where he topped 40 homers, 3 of those 50-plus home run seasons. I don't know if he'll get to that again. He might not reach 10 of 40 or more homers, but he's still a threat in the lineup.
And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out. 0-2 count, so you protect a pitch that's up. It's a little easier to do that.
Absolutely. You can fight it off, punch it over the infielder's head. That time, solid piece of hitting.
And it's Russell Martin at the plate. He's gone 2 for 6 against Romero. High and inside, ball 1. And it's taken outside by Martin for a ball.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
And here's the pitch. Fastball called strike 2 and 1. He's ready now, the 2-1. Taps this one foul off to the left. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 3, and Russell Martin is sent back.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
And here's Eric Chavez.
A bit of a break here right now, Gary. The fact that there are runners on base, but this guy tends to struggle a little bit at the plate.
Swing and a shot to third. And that's a base hit. Chavez on. Rodriguez scores.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. You don't try to force things. The ball's away, he drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat. He did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
Derek Jeter's at the plate with 2 down. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Well, this lineup has to be very happy to get out to an early lead in this game. It builds their confidence and allows them to be more selective at the plate.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. And as we've seen so often in this game, you can never have too many. You get runs piled up early, sometimes then the whole thing shuts down. So once you get this started, you want to keep going.
Exactly right. You want that early run support in the game because it does take the pressure off later, and hitters can go up there being a little bit more free swinging.
Swing and lined up the middle. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. Chavez is headed for third. And that will bring up Ichiro.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
He singled in his last at bat. Runners at first and third with 2 away. And he watches the outside pitch from Romero. That's going to be a ball.
Tough start in this game, and obviously really laboring in this inning. Up over 20 pitches, and just can't seem to throw strikes.
Now the 1-1. Smashes that one towards the shortstop.